Rip off Britain. Bought this oven from a company called Stoves just over a year ago. Locked out of the LCD display. Guess what? The warranty's expired, only 1 year, and they won't do anything to sort it out. So the only option I've got is to fix it myself. It's a weird one. The display is child locked, but you can't press the buttons to unlock it. And it suddenly occurred to me it's sitting at a bit of an angle, so it must have become dislodged inside. So I figured if I could fix it back into place, it might solve the problem. First job, pull the oven out, obviously. Actually, I lie. First job, switch off the power. Without really knowing what I was doing, couldn't find any videos online on this. It seemed a given I'd have to take the top off, so I started with 3 fairly obvious screws at the back. But the top wouldn't budge, so I thought I'd remove some more stuff. This time the sides. Oops, must be some screws on the front too. Yep. But the door's got to come off to access the bottom screw. With that done, yep, all sorted. And the same thing goes for the other side. Still couldn't work out how to get the top off, but 2 screws on each side looked like they attached the control knob panel. So I thought maybe that's all I need to remove. And sure enough, with those screws removed, both the panel and the top became loose. And just look at that digital display, now completely loose. The display not only has a timer, but it controls the digital oven, so it does need fixing. And they're 61 quid new. Here's hoping it still works. So I thought I'd take the hob top off to give myself a bit more room to work. And as that front panel was quite heavy and only now supported by all the electrics, I decided to fix it in place with some thick Gorilla tape. Great stuff this. Time for a bit of DJing. Sorry, dad joke, I'll get my coat. I've got limited room to work because the wiring loom for the display is quite short, but there are 4 Perspex clips it just needed clipping back into. It's anyone's guess how it got dislodged in the first place. Time to reattach those control panel screws. And then it was back on with the top. This took a bit of manoeuvring to get it in position. Then it was back on with the side panel and that right hand door. And the left hand panel. Now that left hand door had a year's worth of cooking grease on the internal glass pane. So a bit of a tip here, I used a razor blade and some Sif to quickly remove all of that grease. And without the razor blade it would have been an absolute pain to clean. Whilst they're on and the oven goes back in, and because I tiled the entire floor before fitting the kitchen, this was a breeze. You can already see the timer is now right up against the screen, and the moment of truth, holding the middle button for 20 seconds and yes, it's unlocked. Time set and the oven is working again. Sometimes this DIY lock is so satisfying and can save you a ton of money. It'd be great to have you subscribe and hopefully see you soon.